our school garden. Our garden area has changed over the last 3 years into an amazing space for the students and nature.
We'd like to share the story of our garden with you. We hope you enjoy it.
Our school is located in northern Humboldt County in Arcata, California. Arcata is an amazing place.
Our town is close to Humboldt Bay, Redwood Forest, the Arcata Marsh, and the Pacific Ocean.
In the heart of our town, we have the plaza, a large open space surrounded by the local businesses.
The plaza hosts many events throughout the year, including the Pastel on the Plaza, Kinetic Sculpture Race, the Oyster Festival, and the North County Fair.
Humboldt State University, founded in 1913, has almost 9,000 students, and our school often has HSU students volunteering or working on coursework at our school.
The school garden at Arcata Elementary is not only a great place for our students to learn about gardening and nature, but it's also a wonderful place for students to be inspired and to be creative.
Before our new and much improved garden space, the old garden was overrun by the herb country. The wooden beds were rotten and the weeds were taking over. We had the opportunity to make improvements to the garden and to make it into an outdoor learning space. A committee was formed, ideas were discussed, and a vision began to take shape. Everyone agreed they wanted the children to benefit from spending more time outdoors, especially in natural places. The idea of our garden area was to create space that could be used as an outdoor classroom. The size of the garden space needed to be bigger, including planting beds for all the teachers, and to have an open space for larger plantings. The garden needed to be accessible to everyone.
4 years ago, the Arcata School District decided that it would redo its garden here at Arcata Elementary School. Our previous garden had a few problems, and we decided to improve on it with a little bit of universal design. We built a garden that all students can use regardless of ability, and it's worked out better than our dreams could possibly imagine. Our student body loves our new garden, but the garden never would have come together without a little vision from our administration, which allowed us to take on a grand project like this. Filling in the geography and making the garden level and flat was made possible by Wes Green, who donated the fill material for us, and we put in over 100 cubic yards of material here to make this garden. And also the cooperation of Blue Ox Millworks in Eureka to build the raised beds for us was a great advancement. You can't see it, but they're gopher proof. They have wire at the bottom, and it has been amazing. Our old garden, we couldn't put an entire class around a raised bed. They were too close to each other without enough room around them. And now an entire class can work on their assigned raised bed. It seems funny to say, but it was a build it and they will come experiment. We really weren't sure if all the effort to build it was going to be worth it, and it has exceeded all of our expectations. There's a few things we're hoping to add in the future. We hope to get some more bird life in by providing some more shelter for the animals. That's where our orchard came from. We have a beautiful fruit orchard on the far side of the garden that hopefully someday will provide quite a backdrop for the students, and my dream will come true as the garden builder when a class finally can lay in the grass and read underneath the fruit trees.
I like planting and watering the plants, and I feel happy when the plants grow and we can eat them and they're good.
My favorite part of the garden is where my class planted potatoes.
My favorite thing to do in the garden is read poetry. When I look at this garden, I see all these plants growing in harmony, and I know that they will help people. This food will help people at the school.
My favorite part of the garden is weeding and planting.
I come to the garden because I like to plant flowers.
I like to read and recite poems in the garden.
In my
class, sometimes we come out here and weed and harvest, and that's my favorite.
What I like about this garden is that students and teachers get to help grow this beautiful garden, and it's really fun to water them.
Hi, I'm Julie Hayes and I teach first grade at Arcata Elementary School, and this is our garden bed that I'm standing in front of. A typical garden adventure in first grade begins with the beginning. At the beginning of the year, these were daffodil bulbs that were dried from last year. We examined them in the classroom, we drew them, we wrote about them, and then we brought them out into the garden and we planted them. And then we watered and we watched for pests, we watched them grow, and we took really good care of them. We wrote about them more, we did art projects, and then at the end, after we watched them flower and die, we came back out and dug them up for next year's students.
This is our orchard. We have apple trees and one pear tree.
Our bird watching started with an AES parent, Liz. Liz taught us how to identify birds, use binoculars, and count birds for Project Feeder Watch.
Liz also wrote a grant for a set of binoculars. She's fabulous.
We love having her at school.
Liz taught us how to use a sighting scope and the Sibley guide.
Let's start. This is the scope. I don't remember exactly how you focus it in. Could you help me here, Liz?
You can use this to focus.
You use this to focus, and you use it, and it's for really, really good view of a small area. Like, I can see trees out there and very good detail. I can find every leaf. Or in the case of the evergreens,
Do you remember what fabulous
spine.
bird we saw today?
Oh yeah, we saw house finches, male and female.
That was
The
fun
first of the season.
for us.
I'm going to show you the difference between the violet-green swallow and the tree swallow. So, the violet-green swallow has a little white rump on its back, and that's how you can tell. And then the tree swallow has a blue back, and that's how you can tell. And in this picture, it's a blue-green back, and this is an adult.
So which one are we seeing mostly around
We're
here?
mostly seeing violet-green swallows.
And we can hear them too. We're trying to learn their call.
Yeah.
Hear what they sound like when they fly by.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, right there.
A whole bunch.
You can mostly see them in the apple orchard, mostly.
Yeah, they love this little swampy area that we have here. Lots of bugs. Especially this season.
Yeah.
And they just got back here within the last couple of weeks. So we're lucky.
Looking for insects is also a popular activity in the garden. You never know what you're gonna find.
Actually, there's no spiders. There's a big group right here, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's one right here.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's a teeny tiny
These
one
are
right there.
slugs,
Teeny,
right?
weeny, weeny. And then there's this guy's like a little stubby. Dead mom,
Nice.
baby. Dead mom, baby.
Nice, that's excellent. Look at this thing. Do any of you know what that is?
That's a type of caterpillar.
It's a baby.
Oh, wait, that's a baby?
It's a baby something.
These are
Yeah,
huge.
just touch with your finger. We'll put it back carefully. Don't pick it
Ooh,
up.
I found a really Ooh, I found a really pretty house. Look.
Where?
How do you find a house that really ponies made? Oh yeah. That looks like compost. Oh, that looks like compost. Yeah. What are those? Oh, the dragonfly.
Project Feeder Watch is a 20-year-old citizen science organization.
It's fabulous for monitoring the birds' activities over the seasons and the changes in their populations across the country.
Cornell University hosts this citizen science project.
Citizen science is a way to collect data using interested people. Instead of a few scientists, you can get thousands of people involved at the same time to collect meaningful data. We collect data during a 2-day monitoring periods throughout the year. It's really fun.
Our school has also been an area for bird banding. Bird banding is helpful with research for scientists. They can use the data collected to study all kinds of things about birds.
Like migration behavior and social structure, lifespan and survival rate, and population growth.
These are bird feeders for Project Feeder Watch. There are 3 kinds of feeders. Seed tubes that house sparrows and dark-eyed juncos love.
A thistle sock for lesser goldfinches, and a suet feeder that attracts woodpeckers and yellow warblers.
We have been involved in Project Feeder Watch for 3 years, and we have 3 years of data that has been collected.
The bird feeders are quiet right now. Most of the winter bird populations have gone to their breeding grounds. Right now we have breeding birds at the site. They are all singing their springtime songs and nest building and setting up territories.
Oh, look! They're swallows!
They fly around like sharks with their mouths open to catch bugs. You can tell because if you look at their backside, there's something that looks like a white bikini line, which will tell you that it's a violet-green swallow instead of a house swallow.
Plus they sound different. We have several other great environmental features at our school.
Worm composting is using worms to recycle food scraps and other organic material into a valuable soil amendment called vermicompost or worm compost. We have 2 large bins where we recycle food from our cafeteria. This is a worm compost bin.
This is our water barrel.
Yes, it collects rainwater from the roof.
We use it to water our garden.
Our garden is still evolving and becoming even better. The school district installed solar panels to offset our carbon footprint. A monitor in the main hallway shows the energy produced by the panels, and the students can come see how the solar panels help the environment. People from other school districts have visited our school site to learn about the solar panels for their schools.
We even have a nature trail. The trail was created in 2009 with the help of the Canada Fulbright Grant, the City of Arcata, and lots of volunteers.
There sure is a lot of mosquitoes down here.
It doesn't take off the fun of bird watching. We do have this wonderful creek that runs through our nature trail.
And we can hear really cool birds.
Lydia, run it! Don't run through the water. Oh, that was my fault.